Hey everybody, this is the Platinum Knight, here to give my E3 2018 coverage. I'm gonna go in order starting with EA and Bethesda. EA was pretty much a shit show for the most part. They started off showing Battlefield 5 with barely any gameplay. It looks great and all, but my problem is, I'm the type of gamer that gets bored with first-person online military shooters pretty quickly. They supposedly announced there's gonna be a Battle Royale mode. Well, they didn't really say that. They just said Royale, whatever the hell that means. They talked a lot about sports, so for those of you who are into sports, then this conference is for you. But even then I felt it was pretty egotistical, showing off trophies, medals, belts, basically telling you, yeah, this is what you want, right? This is what you want to see. I ain't gonna talk about sports games that much throughout the rest of my E3 coverage, since I don't really play or care about sports in real life. But if that's your thing, then that's cool. Probably the laziest announcement is Jedi: The Fallen Order. They just had one developer talking about it. No trailer, no tease, not even a picture. I'm sure the guy they interviewed is passionate about making this game, but how much is EA's influence gonna impact it? You gotta like how they mention EA Battlefront 2's major fuck up with the microtransaction controversy, which most of us called it. Honestly, I'm done with Battlefront. I played the first one, boycotted the second. I don't care how much DLC they put regardless if it's free. I'm not buying Battlefront 3. If there's even gonna be one. They announced Unravel 2, which looks nice and everything, and at least it does show EA has some remorse for indie developers. But my problem with most indie side-scrollers is, how much of that can be recreated in games like Little Big Planet? Command & Conquer Rivals was announced for mobile, and from what I understand, Command & Conquer is a game with a cult following, and a lot of fans are pissed off at EA for ruining another beloved franchise. I'm sorry guys, I know how much it sucks. Trust me, a lot of my favorite franchises were ruined by EA. I mean, The Sims, anybody? Hopefully EA takes criticism, even though I doubt it. Last but not least, they showed more of Anthem, and it's looking pretty good, but I remember saying the same thing about Mass Effect Andromeda. So how many bugs and glitches are there gonna be this time, BioWare/EA? How many? Are there gonna be terrifying facial animations? Because judging how this is gonna be a jetpack game, I expect to go through the map a few times. Even though EA's press conference was a disaster, at least Bethesda came to wash that bad taste out of our mouths. But it started off so awkward though. That host and that band member, I don't know what happened, maybe their teleprompter just stopped working, but it was nice how their audience continued to cheer them on so that way they didn't get left in complete embarrassment. But yeah, whatever happened, I don't know. But for the most part, I just don't like these music performances at the start or at any game or press conference. They showed off Rage 2, which honestly looks pretty awesome. It looks like they're taking notes from the Doom reboot. I hated the first Rage. The first Rage sucked and it had one of the worst endings I've ever seen. So I'm glad that this next installment looks pretty promising. They announced Doom Eternal, which is so weird how 2 years ago we got the Doom reboot, which took almost a decade to finish. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Doom Eternal and to see how it plays out. Then we got Wolfenstein Youngblood, which I don't really know too much about. Bethesda of course showed more of Fallout 76, and it looks fun and all, but my problem so far is I read it's only an online game. You heard that correct. Fallout 76 has DRM. Supposedly, Todd Howard says there's still a campaign mode, and you can choose not to play with anyone, But what's the point in doing that if you still need the internet to play by yourself? I usually try to avoid games that are always online, but the reason why I'm pretty much gonna buy it anyway is because all my friends are getting it, and I'm sure we're gonna have some fun with that. Plus, I would like to review it for you guys to see how it is. I'm thinking of getting the special edition to show you guys what you get. So, let's see what happens. Elder Scrolls Blades was announced, which looks really good for a mobile game. You can play with one hand to trick people into thinking that you're just on your phone. Todd Howard revealed their next big project is called Starfield, which instantly makes me think if this is just gonna be another Skyrim or Fallout, but in space. As for the main course meal, that is Elder Scrolls 6. Oh my god, it's about time. Fans were getting tired of waiting. Bethesda pretty much had to announce it. I mean, Skyrim was remastered everywhere. They even made a joke about it. I'm sure people felt disappointed about Elder Scrolls Blades at first, because that's not what people were expecting. So I guess you can say Blades was just an appetizer. There's not much information on Elder Scrolls 6 since it's still early in development, but here's what concerns me. Because of games are being more expensive to make and the pressure of being next gen, seeing how everybody complained about Fallout 4's graphics, guys, you're gonna have to come to terms, okay? I ask this question to you. What would you rather have? Outstanding graphics with less content, or medium graphics with just as much content as Fallout 4, or not so good looking graphics but gets as much content as Skyrim? Because let's face it, if they were to try to make Elder Scrolls with Last of Us 2 graphics, I guarantee you we will only get like a quarter of Skyrim. Every big and open world game has its pros and cons. I mean, they can try to give us next-gen graphics with thousands of quests to do, but it's not gonna work though, unless they take another 5 years or so. But how long have you been waiting already? Look, all I'm saying is, I wouldn't get too excited. Because if you're an Elder Scrolls fan, and once 6 comes out, your hype is most likely gonna turn into disappointment, and you're all gonna say Skyrim is better, and wait for 3 DLC expansions to improve it. Well everybody, that's it for EA and Bethesda. I'm gonna try covering Square Enix and Ubisoft, so stay tuned for that, and peace out guys.